average day at the beach.
This is magical.
If you want to track down the world's best top secret swimming holes, you won't find them in your guidebook. They're out of the way, hard to reach, and it sometimes takes a fight to get there. But once you arrive, it's always worth it.
This is stunning.
I'm Natalie Compagno. I'm a travel writer, and I heard that Spain has some of the best hidden swimming holes in the world. So along with my sister Emily, I'm going to do whatever it takes to find them.
Oh my God.
From a cliff dive at the base of the Pyrenees to a heart-racing adventure in a water-filled canyon. Nothing beats the adrenaline rush of finding an undiscovered paradise. So let's see what Spain has to offer. So this is the beginning of our journey, and I'm waiting for my sister. Hopefully we can make the plane on time. There she is.
Hola, Bella! España, here we come!
Hey, Em, welcome! Today, we're flying from Seattle to Barcelona, and from there, we'll be on the move, hunting for new experiences and, of course, Spain's best top-secret swims. So we are at the airport. We are already checked in, but now we are going to go through... Oh, look who's here. I tried to get rid of her, but she keeps following me.
What are you reading about right now?
I'm reading about the wine country and that the region we're going to is some of the best wine in the world.
We're almost there.
Yeah, look, Barcelona. Emily and I decided we'd take turns planning the itinerary, and I get first pick.
All right, so tell me what you've planned for today.
Okay, so it is beach day.
Beach day.
It's going to be amazing. Costa Brava, super famous beaches, gorgeous, and
That sounds perfect.
I'm ready.
Straight from the plane to the beach.
Straight from the plane to
That
the beach.
sounds like a plan.
Exactly. Travel tip number 1. If you want to head straight to the sand, pack your beach clothes in your carry-on. Feels so good.
This is amazing. We're here. It's so fantastic.
When I researched this trip, I uncovered a beautiful and secluded beach that I'm so excited to see for myself. It's called Cala el Golfet, and it's 80 miles up the coast, near a town called Calella de Palafrugell. I can't wait to get in the water.
Spain has almost 5,000 miles of beaches. How lucky are we? Goal for the trip.
All 5,000.
Exactly.
This is it. The exit.
Here, perfect.
Calella de Palafrugell is in the Costa Brava region of Spain, which means rugged coast. The mountains come almost all the way up to the sea.
This is incredible.
So do you see that right over there?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Calella
yeah.
de Palafrugell, and then our beach is just past it, hidden in the cove right next to that beautiful sailboat.
Oh my gosh.
So why don't we go into town and get something to eat and get some directions?
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm starving. Let's
Okay.
go.
Hola. We are going to Cala el Golfet. After breakfast, do you know how to get there?
Tiene que seguir este camino. Se llama el camino.
Okay, so what he said was that there's a coastal trail that starts right there at those stairs, and it's marked by a white and red stripe. So we're supposed to go up the stairs and follow that trail, and then apparently we'll come to a tiled poem on the wall. And supposedly at the bottom of the staircase, we'll find your beach. So I think we're close. It sounds easy enough. Let's head out.
So here are the lines that he was talking about earlier. This marks a coastal route that's 125 miles starting in Barcelona and going all the way along Costa Brava. So we're going to take this to the beach and have an awesome swim. This is so cool.
This poem translates to two things when viewed together will make my heart grow: the green of the pine and the blue of the ocean.
And I say, let's get to the blue of the ocean. The staircase leads to a winding path along the edge of a cliff. And at the end of that path lies the breathtaking Cala el Golfet.
Oh, Emily. And there's nobody here.
Absolutely perfect.
This is
like magical. Look at the castle up there hidden in the trees, and the water is incredible.
This beach is about 80 yards long. It has a slight curve, and as you can see, it faces the sun perfectly.
Yeah, and it's amazing because you really cannot see it until you just round that corner, so it's like, ah!
Let's do it.
It's the most refreshing water I've ever been in my entire life. It feels so good.
The water is a perfect 78 degrees and crystal clear. About 80 yards offshore, there are some rock outcroppings. They make a great viewpoint, and they're not bad as a diving board either.
That was amazing. Did a couple jumps from the cliff, which was great.
And when I jumped, my stomach literally went, woo, right out of my head. What a gift today. Right, Em?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cala El Golfet faces due east, so you have to come early before the sun disappears over the mountains. But if you do, it's the perfect place to see the Mediterranean for the first time. So today I was a little bit nervous because it was my day, and this one is very picky. But I'm so beyond thrilled because the beach was gorgeous. We were in this beautiful clear water, glistening rocks underneath.
We basically had paradise all to ourselves for a day. You get an A+.
Thank you.
I'm going to be graded next. We'll see how I do. Morning, guys. Natalie planned yesterday, and we had an incredible time at that gorgeous beach. But I got to plan today. And when I travel, what I love to do is be as active as possible. So I have found the most gorgeous swimming hole that we can hike into, and then we will be cliff jumping. Now, Natalie doesn't know yet how high it is, but I am confident we are going to have a blast and that she's going to love it.
Hey, Em, are you ready? Ready? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Emily's decided we're going to spend day 2 at Pozo Pagallo, a hidden swimming hole at the base of the Pyrenees, about 30 miles from the French border. The drive will take us northwest through Spain's Catalonia region.
Spain is the second largest country in Europe, so there's some distance to cover, plenty of miles to see.
About an hour past Huesca is Pamplona, where the famous Running of the Bulls has taken place since the 1300s. But this region is known for something much more relaxing.
So we're near San Sadurní de Noia, which is the gateway to the Cava region, and I thought maybe we could stop and do some tasting.
Oh, we're stopping for sure.
Good.
And that's not, I mean, it's not even the gateway, it's like the epicenter. There's 100 wineries around St. Sadurní de Noia, so we're obviously hitting up all 100.
Spain has been making wine for thousands of years, but in the 1850s, this area started cranking out a special type of sparkling wine called cava.
Time for some champagne.
A lot of the cava wineries offer tours, including the Yopart Vineyard, which has been owned by the same family since it began in the 14th century. So harvest is going to be in about a month, so the grapes are not quite ready, but we might be able to grab one and taste it. Maybe here, Em? It's very sour.
Very astringent.
Takes all the moisture out of your mouth immediately. Luckily, once the grapes mature and are processed, they create something that tastes a whole lot better.
That is delicious. I can say with conviction this is the best sparkling wine I've ever had. Shall we go for a hike and a swim now?
Yeah, okay. It's another 2 hours to the tiny town of Lucia, which is the gateway to our next stop.
Are you going to tell me where we're going, or it's still a secret? I think it's a secret.
No, I will tell you. So we are on our way to Pozo Pagallo. It's a natural swimming pool. And to get there, we have to hike and we can cliff jump. We can literally jump from just a couple feet up, or you can go as high as 25 to 30 feet and maybe even higher.
I am terrified of heights. My sister knows this. The little 6-foot jump we did yesterday is already a huge accomplishment for me. If that was the only dive on this trip, that would be just fine.
Are you excited? Nervous, excited?
I am nervous and excited.
Maybe some bravery in there too.
Maybe some wimpiness. Okay.
All right, let's go.
The trail offers a little tease of the challenges to come. It's about 2 miles over some pretty rocky terrain.
Maybe another mile. Almost there. I can feel it.
And then suddenly, it spits you out into a clearing, and you're face to face with the incredible, vibrant Pozo Pagalo.
Look at this. Oh. Emily, this is stunning. Look at that perfect staircase.
This is so
in
cool.
the
Look,
mud.
there's like a little baby pool for if you just want to be quiet, and then there's
a
like
wading
crazy,
pool for
amazing
Natalie,
pool. And then the waterfall is beautiful, and it's just, we can go swimming right over to it. I can't wait.
There's nobody here. This is a totally hidden secret swimming hole. I love it. The water is green and yet it's clear at the same time, so it's this really cool color.
Wow. So I'll go walk back this way and walk in the water.
What? No. You have to jump. At some point today, you have to jump.
The ledge here is about 20 feet high. Emily does this kind of thing all the time, but this is way outside my comfort zone. Still, it's her day, and I'll never live it down if I chicken out.
Okay, we're gonna say it together. 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna jump. Okay? Okay. Are you okay? I'm a little scared. I'm gonna feel safe. 1, 2, 3. No, not yet.
Yesterday, my sister Emily and I had a nice, peaceful beach day in Spain.
It feels so good.
But today, I'm looking down the barrel of a 20-foot cliff jump at a swimming hole called Pozo Pagalo.
1, 2, 3. No, not yet. Wait. Totally fine. Are you okay? I'm a little scared. I'm kind of feel faint. Okay. 1, 2. I'm really going. 3. Jump! You can do it! You did it!
When I got up there and I looked down, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do it. But I knew that if I didn't do it, she would never let me down.
Oh my God, snake!
Oh.
If you're going to work on your fear of heights, Pozo Pagalo is a great place to do it. The water is over 12 feet deep near the rock wall, and it's a comfortable 70 degrees in the middle.
This is amazing. It's so refreshing. It's like a pool.
Over by the waterfall, though, it's a different story.
That feels incredible. It's like sitting in a hot tub while having a cold shower on your head. That's true.
Let's go over to the warm side. Okay. Look, there's a guy who can jump.
Awesome.
That's crazy.
Wow. How was it?
Great.
Will you show me how to get up there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
The thing about Pozo Pagalo is that it's literally surrounded by ledges of all different heights. The one I did before is like the baby ledge, but they go as high as 30 feet.
So tell me the strategy.
Face that way and jump. That's the only tweak. Let's go.
All right, time to join the big leagues. Okay, here I go.
And if, like me, you're not quite ready for the 30-footer, right next to that it steps down to 25 feet. I think that's my limit for today.
I'm ready. 1, 2, 3. Yes!
That's awesome. I did the wimpy jump, but it was good.
That's not windy.
I loved watching my sister jump. She's so brave. Now we're gonna go find a little pool that we can relax and chill in and enjoy the beautiful day. Oh, it's right over there. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
After relaxing for a while, we got to talking with the local cliff jumper, Iago, that we met. And he told us that diving is just the tip of the iceberg out here.
Around this area, something called Canyoneering, which is descending the river with your own hands and ropes.
And it's near here?
Yes, really close.
I'm in. Yeah,
That sounds
I think
fantastic.
We should do it.
Yeah. Except tomorrow we're supposed to fly to Menorca. We can do it on the back end.
Do that. Let's switch something up and experience canyoneering.
I'm in.
Okay.
All right, wait for us. We'll be back in a couple days.
We'll be here.
Thank you.
The island.
That was awesome.
And enjoy.
All right.
Apparently, canyoneering was invented in this area. So we're going to change our itinerary to come back at the end of the trip and have one more action-packed day in the mountains.
It's really wonderful to be somewhere that's so remote. And today I feel like I conquered a fear, so I feel really good.
It's so beautiful here, and to feel like we're the only ones here too enjoying it, it's like stumbling upon something really special and isolated in nature. It's beautiful.
Good morning. We had a blast in the mountains yesterday.
We did, and now we're off to the island of Menorca for something totally different. Beaches, turquoise water, sand.
Sounds like heaven. Let's get to it.
Menorca is one of the 4 main Balearic islands owned by Spain in the Mediterranean, and it's just a quick 1-hour flight from Barcelona.
We just landed into Menorca, which is the lesser-known, lesser-traveled island in the Balearics.
Most people have heard of Menorca and Ibiza, which are the sister islands to Menorca, but we like to find the off-the-beaten-path islands.
Menorca is about 271 square miles, just 1/3 the size of Majorca, and it only has about 1/10 of the population. The entire island is a protected UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, so high-rise buildings are prohibited, which gives the place a rustic, old-world charm. During the Roman era, it was a haven for pirates because it was conveniently located right in the middle of the empire's trade routes. And there are still plenty of reminders of Menorca's maritime history, including 7 active lighthouses around the island, like this one at Cavalleria Cape.
This is incredible. It feels like we're on top of the world right now. This has been a perfect first day on the island.
We've booked 3 more days here, and we're going to use them to track down Menorca's best secret beaches. For tomorrow, we've arranged a snorkeling tour, but for the rest of tonight, it's time to relax.
Good morning. We are up very early. We've booked a guide to take us to Cala Algairens.
Which is the beach that is supposed to have some of the best snorkeling on the entire island of Menorca.
Let's do it.
So we just parked, and now we've got a short hike to the beach.
When you arrive, you don't see the beach at all. You just see trees. But if you follow this small stone wall, it will take you right to a stunning, empty shore.
Oh, look at the water. It is so perfect.
Cala Algairens is actually 2 separate beaches divided by a rocky hill. And while either one is a great place to hang out, the most exciting thing you can do is grab a snorkel and swim from one to the other.
Oh, I can't wait to get in the water. I cannot wait.
Fishing is prohibited at Cala Algairens, so the bright blue water is absolutely full of life. Another interesting thing about this beach is that the tide only fluctuates by 4 inches, so there's great visibility and calm water all day long.
We saw so much down there. I saw this great stingray. It's so amazing, too, to see how colorful it is down there. It really is a kaleidoscope of color.
Once you get to the other side of Cala Algairens, there's plenty of privacy on the sand. All in all, there's 1,500 feet of beachfront here. And before you leave, here's a local tip we got from our guide. Just past the parking lot is a hidden trail that leads up the hill, and it takes you to one of the best views in all of Menorca.
Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Look at this. So we hiked up the mountain, and then we rounded the corner, and all of a sudden it was just blue everywhere. Oh, it's just stunning. Honestly, this is a postcard.
Emily's right. This place is picture perfect. and we've still got 2 more days and 2 more secret beaches to come.
Good morning. We did some research and we found a top secret beach called Cala Miccioneta. We are super stoked because we're going to be the only ones there all day. We will have the beach all to ourselves.
Supposedly, Cala Miccioneta is right next door to our hotel in Cala Galdana. But there's a tricky downhill hike to get there. The trail is hidden at the back of a residential cul-de-sac, and it's pretty darn steep.
This is not for the faint-hearted. No. I feel like I can smell the water. Oh my God, it's packed.
Coming up, we visit Menorca's most mysterious stretch of coast.
This is what we were looking for.
Whoa! And later, we take on the most adrenaline-pumping activity we've ever experienced. Emily and I are on our second day at the beautiful island of Menorca. The plan was to hit up a small secret beach called Cala Miccioneta, but where we've just arrived definitely doesn't seem like a secret.
Oh my God, it's packed. It's not just packed, it's overflowing. This was supposed to be empty. This was supposed to be an isolated beach for 2. Well, as you can see behind us, it looks more like Ibiza instead of Menorca. I guess that's the thing about secret beaches, right? Yeah, sometimes the directions are not quite right. Hola. Excuse me, is this Cala Miccioneta?
This is Cala Miccioneta.
Oh. Okay.
Turns out, Cala Miccioneta is a bigger, more popular beach. And Cala Miccioneta, which literally means Little Micciana, is hidden behind a rocky cliff. It's an easy mistake to make, and luckily, with a boat rental, also an easy one to fix.
We're just a kayak ride away. Ready?
Along the way, the cliffs are full of naturally eroded caves and inlets, which are amazing to explore by kayak.
On the outside, it looks just like a bat cave, literally. Could be a pirate's cave. I'll bet it totally was. All right, let's see if we can find my way out of here.
From here, it's just a 10-minute paddle to Cala Miccioneta, and as you approach, you can see why it's so easy to miss.
Look! Oh my God. There it is. This is what we were looking for.
Whoa! Cala Miccioneta is tiny, barely big enough for 2 people. At high tide, there's about 20 feet of sand to explore.
Sort of a tiny little stretch of sand, but there's a perfect launching pad for some jumps and a beautiful view.
The sand is so soft. It's really fine. It's like tiny granules.
The beach is surrounded by towering limestone cliffs covered in pine trees, and the clear blue water is a perfect 75 degrees.
It's warm, but the very top part has this sort of cold layer, so it's refreshing and comforting at the same time. I love that we're swimming in the Mediterranean. Like, it's such a romantic body of water.
Across the cove, the cliffs are a lot shorter, just 10 feet high. And judging by the ladder that's been installed here, this must be where the locals come to dive.
I feel good about it. After Pozo Pigalo, this is not as high, so I'm pumped. Great. Do you want to go first, then? No. All right, I'll go first. Woo!
Whether you want to jump, swim, or just relax and enjoy a gorgeous view, Cala Miccioneta should definitely be on your list if you come to Menorca. Just don't bring too many friends.
The other beach was way too crowded, so we kayaked over here. It was perfect, quiet, just the 2 of us, and the jumping was phenomenal. It was fantastic. It was like the only 2 people in the world.
Good morning. It's our last morning here in Menorca, and we purposely have not made any plans.
We like to leave a day open for the unexpected, so we'll see where today leads. The only thing we know we want to do today is have breakfast. So we decided to pick a cafe by the port in Ciutadella and enjoy the sunshine.
I can't believe it's our last day here. Hey, there's a boat charter
Okay, do you want to rent a boat today?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Right?
Yeah.
We could go around the whole island or at least up the coast. Maybe we could find kind of a secret beach.
That's perfect.
For under 100 euros, there are tons of boat tours available in Ciutadella. We told the captain we wanted to find Menorca's most relaxing beach of all, and he suggested a place called Cala del Pilar. The route heads west from the port, then goes up and around the island to the north coast for about 40 minutes. And what a coast it is, just so full of beauty.
We just came under a natural archway in the rock. It's called the Bridge of Jill, a Sponge de Jill, and it was incredible.
But nothing can prepare you for the best view of all when you turn the corner to face the private and completely empty Cala del Pilar.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Wow.
So far, Emily and I have had the time of our lives on the Spanish island of Menorca. But nothing could have prepared us for today when we chartered a boat to the stunning Cala del Pilar.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's stunning. It's so red.
Cala del Pilar is 820 feet long and 98 feet wide. It's surrounded by rocky cliffs that make for a hard hike if you approach by land. So, if you come by boat and you don't mind swimming your way to shore, you'll probably have it all to yourself.
Oh, this is beautiful. The water is so warm and crystal clear, so we could see to the bottom the whole way that we were coming up here and then swimming to shore. And now it's time to explore the rest of the beach. It is gorgeous. The sand is brown, and it's unlike any beach that we've been to thus far.
Here on Menorca's north shore, there's a lot of iron in the bedrock, which gives it a reddish-brown tint. And on the far end of the beach, you can explore the rocks and find some super private tide pools.
This is literally a natural spa, and we are in this silky smooth water, sound of the ocean behind us. Life is good.
And there's one more great thing about the iron-rich soil. You can use the clay here for a natural mud treatment that the locals say has healing properties.
Feels good.
It's very
little rocks are exfoliating my skin.
It's soothing. It's calming. Thank you, Earth. Thank you, Mountain, for this.
And what better way to rinse off than in this gorgeous Mediterranean water?
That is so amazing.
Beautiful. It's been a magical 3 days in Menorca. We visited 3 exceptional beaches. We swam, we got sun.
It's been such a fun last day here, too, in Menorca, that tomorrow we fly back to the mountains to go canyoneering.
But before we leave, there's one more thing. We got incredibly lucky because our last night on the island just happens to coincide with the Fiesta of Sant Antoni in the town of Fornells.
The entire town is here. There are very few tourists. Everyone's in the center. It is really, really exciting.
To honor the town's patron saint, all the local equestrians dress up their horses and parade them through the streets.
It is gorgeous. The tradition, everyone's intensity, the band playing, and everyone plays homage to the mayor. So all the riders come up and tip their hats to the mayor, and then they perform for the whole group.
And then it gets crazy. The riders rear up the horses to walk on 2 legs, while the townspeople try to touch their hearts, and if they succeed, they get a year's worth of good luck.
We just had such a blast in Menorca, and now we're flying to Bilbao to go canyoneering.
Bilbao is in the Basque region of Spain, just a 90-minute flight from Menorca. From there, we'll drive back to the mountains near Huesca, although we might make a stop along the way.
Hey, we're doing pretty good on time, so how about checking out something else before canyoneering tomorrow?
Yes, I love that idea.
Okay.
You know what? We are actually right near the Picos de Europa National Park. So we could totally go hiking in there and maybe try to find a swimming hole.
Yeah.
Picos de Europa is one of Spain's oldest national parks. It's 2 hours west of Bilbao, and we've got time for a detour, so why not?
What do you think? This looks awesome. Do you want to kind of just head down here and see where it takes us?
Looks good.
Picos de Europa Park, it's got gorgeous mountains and awesome hiking trails.
I am hoping that we will find some more swimming holes and cliff jumping.
Always.
Look at the sun on the water. It's gorgeous.
We're following the river the whole time, so we get to look at the water, which is really clean and clear, but kind of greenish color, and there's little mini waterfalls along the way.
Careful, the rocks are slippery right here.
The trail along the Dober River is full of slick limestone and lots of tricky areas to navigate. But we managed to stay on our feet. And after half an hour, we hit the jackpot.
Oh, yes. So worth it. Wow. It's so lush and such a perfect emerald green color of the water.
The trail leads to a magical top-secret swimming hole called the Olla de San Vicente.
Olla de San Vicente translates to St. Vincent's cooking pot.
And it looks like a cooking pot. There's this powerful waterfall that goes into a circle, and it kind of bubbles and froths like you're cooking something. But unlike a cooking pot, this water comes from snowmelt high in the mountains, so it's cold. Very, very cold.
I'm not worried about the jump now. As you can see, it's very small, but I'm a little worried about the cold water. I think Emily is going to dive into the water, and I'm going to sit here and watch her.
I'm sure it will feel great once we get in, but neither of us wants to go first.
Row, stand, boat. Yes! Keep going. Great.
My sister Emily and I just took a beautiful hike to a swimming hole called the Olla de San Vicente. The question is, who's gonna dive in first? Because the water up here in the mountains is seriously cold.
Row, stand, boat. Yes! Keep going. Okay. Oh yeah, it's cold. Woo! All right, here I come. Woo! That's real. Oh, okay. Woo!
That is the definition of exhilarating. Oh my gosh.
The water's cold. It makes my heart pound. It's really fun, though.
Woo! This is some mountain water.
Swimming underwater felt so refreshing there. You could see really deep, and for some reason that verdant green was just a very incredible, peaceful experience.
The large pool is about 8 feet deep at its deepest. But across the rocks, the smaller pool is much deeper. And there's a 15-foot cliff you can use to dive in.
It was cool. It wasn't that scary. It felt great.
The water is at least 12 feet deep. I didn't come close to touching the bottom, did you?
And if you don't feel like you're a member of the Polar Bear Club just yet, head over to the waterfall, where it's at least 10 degrees colder.
The waterfall was like the most intense jacuzzi of all time. It felt really good on my muscles, actually. It was just super cold, but the pressure was incredibly strong.
The pummeling of the water feels fascinating.
What a great day. We got a little bit of cliff jumping, we got some waterfall massaging, we got some swimming.
The beauty of this is that it was totally unplanned, and we just maximized the time we had when we landed early. Looking on the map, realizing we were right by a national park.
It's always important, if you do have extra time, take advantage of it, find something new, you will be rewarded.
And now our last day in Spain. We added 1 day to the trip because we heard there was a once-in-a-lifetime experience we had to try. It's all come down to this.
Good morning. We are back in Huesca. We decided to change our tickets because we are canyoneering today. We met someone when we were cliff driving and he said we had to come back. We've looked online about it. We've seen photos. It involves helmets. So it's a little bit dangerous. So I'm so excited to see what canyoneering is really all about and what our day is going to be like.
Just 26 miles from the town of Huesca, the sport of canyoneering was invented right here in the Sierra de Guara Nature Reserve, where we'll meet our guide for the day.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Morning, Nice to meet you. I'm Emily.
How are you doing?
Good. So great. We're so excited.
You can actually see the bottom of the canyon from the parking lot.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
But canyoneering starts at the top. You have to pack in all your gear, and it's a 45-minute hike. First, you go uphill, then very steeply down.
By filming this descent, I am ensuring that I will slip and fall.
Again, here we have to wear the helmet.
We are putting on our helmets because this is where the trail gets pretty hairy, apparently.
Or rocky, as they say.
It's a 1,000-foot drop in elevation to reach the floor of the canyon.
My foot. Good job. As you can see, it's very, very steep, and most of the way down right now, we're kind of going on our bum. Be careful not to fall. Sorry.
But every scrape and stumble is worth it. Once you get out of the bushes and see the gorge revealed in front of you in all its glory.
Here we are.
There are over 70 different gorges in the park. This one is called El Barranco de la Pyrenea. The water is about 60 degrees, so it's time to put on our wetsuits.
Helmet, check. We're getting ready to hike through the river and have our first canyoneering experience. I'm so excited.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
My sister Emily and I have had an absolutely epic week in Spain. But it's not over yet, because we're finishing off the trip with the biggest adventure of all, canyoneering at Sierra de Guara Nature Reserve.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Feels so good.
Canyoneering involves navigating a complicated water-filled gorge. On ropes, on your hands, jumping, swimming, literally working your way down any way you can.
On my bum, down the river. I love it. This might be my new sport.
The limestone cliffs here are 65 million years old. And during that time, the river has eroded them into all kinds of shapes and all kinds of obstacles to overcome. This is definitely not the kind of thing you can do alone. Always come with an experienced guide.
You put your feet first, and when you're going to fall, you make yourself fall.
Okay.
And I'll be down there, I fish you. Woo!
I got sucked down with this rapid waterfall, but Monica saved me, so.
This honestly is the most incredible and unique activity I've ever done.
I love the feeling of weightlessness, looking up and seeing the beautiful pink and white canyon wall. I feel really lucky that we heard about this.
At least I was feeling lucky. But this canyon saves the biggest challenge of all for last.
All right, we've come to the jumping part, so we're gonna do medium and large, and the large is 10 meters, which is 30 feet.
The first jump is 20 feet. A week ago, I would have freaked out about that. But after all the action we've had on this trip, it's no big deal.
Jump! That was really cool. I wasn't scared. Well, a little bit, but it was really exciting.
But the 30-footer, it feels so much higher.
That was pretty high. I'm totally trying to talk myself into jumping off of this really awesome, fun cliff. It's so much fun. I did. You did so great. I'm just gonna fly here through me. It's the fear that gets me. I think I feel great. Yeah, I feel great. I feel like I would have really regretted it if I didn't do that jump. I was thinking about it, and this is one of the best experiences of my life. I conquered fears. I loved the rush of the water pushing me through like a water slide. And I was surprised at how peaceful it was. Just beautiful. I think I found a new hobby. Good, you can be my guide. Yeah, perfect.
Spain's a beautiful country, no doubt. But until this trip, I never realized just how beautiful. Most people come and they see Barcelona or Madrid or Ibiza. They stick to the resorts and the beaten path. But when you get on the road and explore, you find that Spain's natural treasures are even better. Places like this incredible canyon we just conquered. You might not find it in your guidebook, but maybe that's a good thing.
The thing I'll remember the most about this adventure in Spain with my sister is the fact that every day was better than the last. We came here to discover Spain's secret beaches and swimming holes, but what was more amazing were the people we discovered and the surprises we found along the way.